Sup my awesome mad lads, my name is Mad Dog, and welcome back to another Death Battle Predictions, or Rerun Rumble, however you want to put it. I have got another prediction for you today. Last time we already went through the list of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal versus Vampire Knight characters, and then we did William Afton versus the Overlord from Ninjago, Fnaf versus Ninjago. But this time we're going to be talking about some good guys, well, sort of, depending who you're actually talking about. As the first contestant, I decided to bring out a character specifically from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. Remei Sugimoto. Now, if you have no idea who Remei Sugimoto is, she's actually technically a spirit who actually haunts at a certain side street in Morio in JoJo Part 4. And apparently she's actually one of the victims that was actually murdered by the main villain in Part 4 in JoJo, Yoshikage Kira. Now, for the second contestant, he is a interesting character, and words don't usually technically describe to say who that he actually is. Please welcome the one and only Vengeful Spirit, Golden Freddy. Yep, I decided to do another Fnaf character in this one. First I did William Afton, now I'm actually doing the one and only Vengeful Spirit. Now, there's a really good reason why I decided to pick this character in order to go up against Remei. So, first off, let's look at the points of figuring out what exactly do they really have in common. Well, good to know, first off, is that they've both been murder victims, specifically from their respected murderers. So, Remei was actually killed by Yoshikage Kira, and as for Golden Freddy, as we know that she is the vengeful spirit of Five Nights at Freddy's, and is the controller of the Golden Freddy suit specifically. And a lot of people did say that from Matt Pat's perspective that she actually did die specifically in a ball pit back in the 1985 period before 1987. However, do not forget that there are two souls possessed in the animatronic suit of Golden Freddy. So it's not just Cassidy, but there is also Sammy Emily. If you have not seen my theories about Sammy Emily, go ahead and watch those two right now if you haven't. Or you can wait until you finish watching this video. However, Cassidy is actually more aggressive, and she has more of a grudge against William Afton more than anything. Now, do the two spirits actually move on after? Well, yes and no. So first off, Remei actually does move on after when Yoshikage Kira is finally been defeated, and he's actually died in a very unexpected death, which was, as you say, bizarre. As for Golden Freddy, we do know that Golden Freddy never leaves until even a very later certain period of time specifically. And to be honest, Golden Freddy only leaves specifically until, as we now know, thanks to Security Breach, the Princess Quest ending, but also in Help Wanted 2. We know that Cassidy, which was Golden Freddy, obviously, she is actually the princess in the Princess Quest minigames. And apparently, after when she finally gives the sword to, well, Cassie's father, as we think to believe, that, well, guess what? That is when Cassidy has finally truly moved on, and now she is finally over it. She's actually now lives freely. So, technically, Remei has actually had her soul, freed way before Golden Freddy would have had her soul finally been set to move on and be free. Now, are they both spirits? Well, obviously, yes, that is literally the case. They're both spirits. Golden Freddy, as anyone would say, he's not just some animatronic. He's literally a spirit, but also due to the fact that the suit itself of Golden Freddy is basically a spring-locked suit, okay? And technically, the animatronic is actually in suit mode, since that is considered as a spring-lock animatronic. Specifically, there are two modes. Suit mode, as Golden Freddy is in right now, and then there's animatronic mode, which would have actually had the ability to free roam freely everywhere. But unfortunately, Golden Freddy can't do that. However, he does have the ability, well, to theoretically teleport. I don't know exactly how the hell he can move due to the fact that, you know, he's just basically slouching down most of the time, which is kind of weird. But it is pretty creepy. So it is pretty hard to tell who exactly is going to win in this one. And since that technically Golden Freddy is Fredbear, but from an early period of time, it kind of makes things a little bit harder. And whether or not you could use the Shadow Freddy animatronic for Golden Freddy, because if you look into my chart here, which is from this theory right here, you can go ahead and check it out. So yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit confusing, and thanks to the other souls specifically inside the suit, which is Sammy Emily, which specifically was the first victim to be in Golden Freddy, aka Fredbear, back at the time, and then that's when Cassidy came in. Speaking of another soul involved, does Remei actually have a partner with her as well? Yes, she actually does. She has a dog that was also involved. Unfortunately, it was a very, very tragic one for the dog as well, which could also be very helpful, depending on how the heck you're going to put it. But at least, the thing is, since they are both spirits, technically, each of them, then how can they possibly die? How exactly can you defeat a spirit? Spirit against spirit. So who would technically win? Well, let's take for Remei, for example. There's a specific area that she technically haunts in usually, and technically if anyone decides to actually go back, like look back behind them, apparently like these spirits are actually like, you know, those that, you know, take the bad people, or actually no, it doesn't even matter whether it's the good or bad people. They literally just take them into some world that is just, I don't know what it is. I kind of feel like it's kind of like the version, it's like Jojo's version of heck. So, yeah. As for Golden Freddy's purgatory when he was trying to torture William Afton, right? That's basically the ultimate custom night. That's like Fnaf's version of heck. So technically, they can easily just basically, they're able to like live over and over and over again. It doesn't matter. I don't know about Golden Freddy since he will be sucked into that portal or anything like that. So depending on how powerful he is, and maybe transform into the princess like in the arcade, Princess Quest arcade machines. I mean, that's possible. That's actually a possibility for her to actually survive as Cassidy, maybe. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know whether you want to also include, like, you know, Fredbear as well, since they're technically the same character model of the animatronic. And also, like, you know, if you want to add Shadow Freddy or Nightbear, the dark versions of basically each other. That would be interesting to see, I guess, but it is very freaking complicated. Probably too much overpowered, but you may not know whether the heck would happen. So yeah. Remei, she may not be much of a fighter, but at least her dog is there to actually, like, you know, protect her and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like, she can take, you know, she can take Golden Freddy's jump scare because she's already dead. How the heck can she, like, die when she's already dead? As I just said, she can take the jump scare. She can easily handle that with ease. Besides, she suffered way worse. I'm pretty sure a few hallucinations would never take her out, so I'm thinking that she'll be pretty good. She's like tough as nails, that one, even as a spirit. Actually, the both of them are. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a very weird one, but I feel like it will probably be the most best and bizarre one yet. So please guys, let me know in your thoughts below. Who exactly do you think would technically be in this death battle prediction if this were to happen? Would Remei win against Golden Freddy, or would it be Golden Freddy who would win against Remei? Who do you think would technically win? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell to never miss a video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, my name is Mad Dog, and let your days be mad and rad!